Hi everybody, I hope you're well and welcome to another video. Now for my YouTube videos this year, I've done some pretty unique shoots. I've done a shoot in the middle of a very busy road, I've done a shoot in a cave, and I've done a shoot in really thick, heavy snow. But today I'm going to do something which feels a little bit more extreme. I'm going to meet up with my friend Beth, who you may recognise from these photographs, and we're going to do a shoot underwater. I've never done anything like this before, but I'm really excited to try this out. I'm at the train station at the moment. Beth has got the train up from London, so I'm just picking her up, and then we're going to go to a place called Tank Space, which is in Nottinghamshire, which basically has a huge human fish tank. So I can't wait to try this out. Hopefully we're going to get some really good stuff. Let's go to Tank Space. How are you doing? How's the world?
The world is beautiful.
Okay, we are here at Tank Space. Here it is. I'm so excited by this. I just really hope it's going to be as cool as I'm hoping it is. It looks it online.
I think it's going to be. Hello.
Hiya, you okay? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Neil.
Welcome to Tank Space.
Excellent. I've never done anything like this before.
It should be
Really
really
mental. Yeah. If we could see the tank, if that's all right then.
Come through.
Cool.
It looks amazing.
That's amazing. How much water is in there?
So this one's about 10,000 litres.
Wow.
10,000 litres.
I don't know if anyone's familiar with the fish tanks at home, but it's a fair bit bigger.
A lot bigger.
So, and then we've got acrylic frontage. This is about 4 inches thick, so it doesn't look like it, but it's about that thick.
Wow.
This is going to be so cool.
Amazing.
I'm going to be a fish again. I've actually brought it down.
So cool. Never done anything like this before. If this works like I hope it's going to, I think these could be some of my favourite ever shots. I really hope it's going to work like I hope. Look at this for a dress that Beth brought.
So nice and warm here too.
I've been abroad.
I wish. Yeah, this is going to look amazing.
First time in.
Ready to go.
Back in a natural habitat here.
Back in the natural habitat. There we go.
And she's in. That's what this looks like in here. First time. Oh, cool. For these first shots, I used just one speed light, a Godox AD200 with a MagMod grid attached, which was pointing down towards Beth from the top right of the tank, and I must admit I was struggling. Having only one light meant that for the shot to be effective, Beth had to be facing the light in a specific place, which would be easy to do in normal circumstances, but far from easy when Beth was underwater. And when Beth was under the water, it was obviously impossible to communicate with her, so it was definitely a case of trial and error at the beginning. As you can hear in this clip, when she was under the water, Beth didn't even know where I was stood, but we worked together to learn what we both needed to do to make the image work.
I didn't even know where you were.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, yeah, so we'll just do the same thing again.
Yeah.
And if you can, Beth, if this time, if you're able, rather than looking towards me, if you can, if you can be looking forward, or towards the light, if you can.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah. Once we had the pose and the lighting set up, we added some long red fabric, which Beth and I first used on this shoot a couple of years ago, and we tried again. And with practice we got this shot, which is one of those I took with just one speed light, and it's actually one of my favourites from the shoot. I can't praise and thank Beth enough. She definitely had the hardest job, but after looking at what I was taking on the back of my camera, she was able to adapt and give me the exact pose I was hoping for. Beth, you are awesome. As you'll see in a few moments, I then added two more speed lights, one pointing down from the top left of the tank and another pointing down from behind Beth in the middle. These shots made the lighting far more even across the tank. Elle and Kai at Tank Space were so helpful, and with their guidance and advice we then experimented with more poses. So I started this shoot with just one AD200, and I was really struggling with the fall off of the light. Beth was exposed on her face, but her feet was in complete darkness, so I ended up going to a 3-light setup. This is a Godox V860, and this was lighting Beth from the front on this side. Then take you round here. This is an AD200. This was my main light source, which I was asking Beth to look towards, as you'll see in the images. And then I also had this light here, which is a second V860, and that was backlighting Beth. As you can see, if you go up to the pool here. And I found that the 3-light setup, thanks as well to the coaching that we've had from the team here at Tank Space, worked really, really well. But it's not easy at all. It's such a different discipline than anything that I've done before. Because what you always have to remember is that when Beth goes down into the water, she can't see me, she can't hear me, and it's very, very difficult, obviously, then to communicate. So we started off struggling, I would say, but Elle, who is one of the very kind, helpful staff here, gave us some coaching, and I think we're getting some really good stuff now, so I'm really pleased, but it's not easy. As I was now happy with the shots that I had of Beth in the red dress, and to give the shoot more variety, I asked Beth to change into a wedding dress, and also experimented with my lighting setup. So for these wedding dress shots, and it looks amazing because Beth has some really nice gold fabric which Tank Space have kindly let us use. We've got this Godox AD200 with a MagGrid attached and a half CTO gel. That's the main light that Beth is swimming up towards when she does that. We also have this light down here in this little hole, which is a Godox V860 that has a MagGrid on it and a orange gel. And then round the other side, so this is lighting up the back of Beth, we have a third speed light, again going through this little hole here, which is really cool in the pool. Another Godox V860 with a MagGrid and a blue gel. So that's giving nice cool blue light coming from behind Beth. So let's see what this looks like. So I've absolutely loved this shoot. It's been so much fun. As I said earlier in the video, it's not easy at all and a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, because the problem that you face, obviously, when this is the pool again, when Beth goes down, one, I can't communicate with Beth, and also she can't see me. So it's really difficult, and on top of that, she's obviously underwater, which is obviously not easy to do at all. But she did really well. But again, I would like to make a special thank you to both Kai and Elle from Tank Space, because they gave us both a lot of coaching about what will work, what was better and things like that, and also lent us the fabric that I think we've used to make the shots look really, really effective. So I'm going to put on my screen now my favourite photographs from this shoot. But before we leave Tank Space, I'm just going to do another shoot with Beth, but this time, rather than using off-camera flash and MagMod, as we have done for this video, I'm going to light Beth using Lume Cubes. Now, these are something that I've never used before, but they're very cool. They're little, small video lights, but even though they're small, they're also very, very powerful. So it'll be really interesting to see what difference we get when we use these Lume Cubes. The thing that I love about these is, one, they can be used as off-camera flash slaves. So if you're using off-camera speed lights, and these can trigger at the same time, but best of all, especially for today, they're completely waterproof. So Beth is going to be able to use these underwater. So that video will be up a few days after this one. So as always, a massive thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. A massive thank you to Beth for doing such an amazing job in very, very difficult conditions. A big thank you to Kai and Elle at Tank Space. And as always, if you have any questions, please do let me know in the comments. And I will see you next time.